The first pillar of self-esteem is living consciously. It doesn't mean we have to like what we see, but we have to see it.
And we all know that we live in a world that favors unconsciousness about so many things. Like, don't rock the boat. Don't upset that apple cart. Don't ruffle people's feathers or rattle people's cages, that kind of thing. The cages that we live in don't want to be rattled in some sense because it upsets the systems. The systems are in equilibrium. So how to live consciously amidst all these things that are going against living consciously, that itself is a challenge, and that can lead to living less consciously because it's easier in some sense. I think that explains a lot of the state of the world today. But if we were to go down the list of the attributes, obviously, living consciously means attending to reality, some aspect of reality. So noticing things, this is our basic process of reason, right? Identifying and integrating stuff from our senses and our perceptions. A mind that is active rather than passive. An intelligence that takes joy in its own function. Just think of a child's sense of life in that regard, asking why all the time. So being in the moment without losing the wider context, that's another tension that we have too. Like Zen Buddhism, for instance, advocates the present moment awareness and integration of mind-body functioning and so forth. But it's also important to keep conscious of that wider context. So why are we doing the things we're doing? Why is this culture the way it is? Why are people pursuing these values instead of those values? Why are they using these strategies instead of those strategies? The question why really is the essence of living consciously, isn't it? In some sense.
Yeah, it was this need to be more present, especially with people that I cared about, and to be more available in what is actually happening right now, that really led to my embrace of the getting things done method. Also, a word that's used over and over in the book is presence. The only time in our lives that we can actually affect or actually, experience in a way where we can have an effect is right now. Channeling attention into the future in the form of worry or anxiety because it's a place where we have no power, or channeling attention into the past in the form of remorse or regret or longing for a time that's gone, also a time where we have no power, is stealing that power that we could have in the moment, the place we need to be. And it doesn't mean those other times aren't important, but we shouldn't be channeling energy and attention there at the expense of the present moment.
Because that can take away from our own sense of understanding and other people's sense of visibility too.
Right, yeah.